What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of GoldView. I'm your co-host, Eric.
I'm your co-host, Aaron. Y'all, what's happening out there?
Man, what's good? What's good with y'all, man? You know we still got to talk about that draft and who the best players in the draft. So we back here to talk about that a little bit, man. But we also got to talk about Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones quarterback competition. You seen it in the title. You know we got to hit that up, man. And we got to talk about Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. Where would the vets be playing when NFL season kickoff? We're going to talk about that, of course. And who is the number one quarterback in this year's draft? And also, can the Carolina Panthers continue to build around Bryce Young and see if he can make those third-year strides, man? But we're going to talk about it all, man. But how you been, my brother, man? How you been?
I've been pretty good, man. Just been chilling. Chilling.
Okay. How the weather is up there, man? What's happening?
Man, we had a storm come through here yesterday. Hell was breaking loose. Like literally, hell came down.
I heard, man. I heard y'all was up there wilding a little bit, man.
Man, look, I looked at that storm from a distance. I said, damn, like, man, that shit was crazy. I ain't getting none of that over here where I'm at, but it looked like all hell literally just ran.
We're just breaking loose,
bro. That shit was crazy.
It's weird what we getting at the tail end of this winter, man, and going into the spring. It's almost like the winter ain't trying to let go. You're getting some weird stuff going on, bro.
I mean, I'm enjoying this early spring weather, nice 70 degrees, cool weather. Man, I just want it to be like this throughout the whole spring.
Summer, because it's been a little windy down here, but it was a high of like 70 something. I was like, it feel good, but really, good.
Man, most definitely. I want the summer to go by quick. You know, be hot as hell down up here. So, summer go by quick. Fall come around, football come back around.
Oh yeah. That's why we here. That's why we here for the fall, for the football season, the fall, the winter. That is why we here, man. But what topic we got first, man? What we putting on that slate first, man? Talk to me.
We got Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones quarterback competition that's coming up this summer to see who gonna be the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. I'm gonna let you take the reign with this one, man. Give me your thoughts about this.
So, man, y'all got some stuff going on up there in Indianapolis. Usually around this time of the year, it's usually just the draft that's going on in Indianapolis. But we got something else going on in that building. Y'all got some shit going. Yeah, y'all got a lot going, bro. Y'all got some shit because y'all got two quarterbacks about to battle it out in Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, man. And go ahead and throw up that graphic for me if you don't mind. Sir, kindly, please throw that graphic up so the people can see what we're working with and why this is even a competition. Look, man, we got
what we got going on. What we got going on. This ain't too. We compared, bro. This is the same damn thing.
If we just going off last year, both guys didn't play a full season, played under 12 games. One guy finished had a quarterback record of 6-5. The other guy had a quarterback of 2-8. I think that's a testament because to the New York Giants roster, they had a very bad roster. They drafted good with Malik Neighbors. But we seen they had got up off of Saquon Barkley. We seen what he did up there and winning the Super Bowl with Philly. And that defense was just offensive line was terrible. So, man, it wasn't a lot to work with, but at the end of the day, we know what Daniel Jones is too. You know what he is.
But somehow that offense beat us. I don't understand that. We allowed their offense to put 40-some points on us.
We'll let that shit happen to us, though. We beat them in Germany. We beat them in Germany this year.
Don't worry about it, man.
Took care of business. But, man, look, man. We know what Daniel Jones is. We know what he was coming out of Duke, man. Like, he wasn't really nothing that was high on a lot of people's board that year. If you remember, I know you remember, like, it was surprising, bro. Yeah, he was taking that high that year, bro. It was really surprising. So to see him end up in this situation is not surprising. But what is surprising is seeing Anthony Richardson going into his third year, haven't played a full season, already getting a fire lit up under him. Because that's what I think this move is about. I think the Indianapolis Colts is trying to send a message to Mr. Anthony Richardson that, hey, man, we think you may be a little immature. I don't know that. Like I said, I ain't in the room, but that's how it's coming off. Like, hey, man, we think you need a fire up under you. We seen what happened last year with him tapping out, not finishing games. And we seen also that he wasn't able to finish games due to back spasm, lingering injuries. So they need you to step up and be that franchise guy because your ceiling is high. The athleticism traits, The strong arm is there, man. Be able to create something when the pocket breaks down is there, bro. We see it, bro. We see it rear its head every now and then, but we need it to come together consistently. Because, man, you look at this, man. Passes per attempt, 6.9 yards. Passing yards per game was 164. And I think that has to do with him missing a lot of the easy throws within
Most
30
definitely.
yards and under, man. Because he can nail.
Yeah.
We said it time and time again. Time and
Bro,
time again. He can nail the deep throws.
Man, nail every single one of them. But those passes between 5 to 15 yards, you like, bro, you gotta like
Consistently.
if you remember when Cam Newton first came into the league, he would throw them like really high, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson still have that going on a little bit, but even if somebody's like just 7 yards out, man, he'll overthrow them or overlead them sometimes. I'm just like, bro, you gotta hit that target. Like, bro, he's right there. I'm like,
Because
bro, you can throw a ball a mile, but you can't make a pitch.
Right, man. And bro, exactly, bro. And it's like, look at the quarterback completion. Look at the completion rate. Completion percentage, excuse me, which is at 47.7%, dog.
Bro,
that could be a lot higher. Can we at least get you completing 60% of the passes? I remember that was the narrative, like you said, around Cam Newton. All the commentators, all the analysts, all the NFL, ESPN, Fox, CBS, everybody was saying, yo, Cam Newton, can you complete 60% of your passes? That means a lot. If you can complete at least over half your passes, you're doing something right in the league. Now we see Daniel Jones, a person who has been able to complete that much, but it's a little bit deeper than that. But that's just almost kind of the standard for quarterbacks, dog. And we know that a lot. We've seen it in the stats. We discussed it a few weeks ago that he had one of the top numbers in big time throws, bro. But it's a lot. It's only like what, 4 or 5 of those a game. I mean, he throwing the ball 30 passes a game. So that means them other 20 passes are really 30 yards and under. So that's what you really need to make your bread and butter, man. Now we know you're gonna go over the top. We know you got that strong arm. We know you can scramble. I got the faith in you. I think he just needs to play a full year, bro. A full 17 stretch.
I do maybe too, man. Like I want him to start. I want him to play. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see Daniel Jones play, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's very bad. If we see Daniel Jones this season, it's very bad. Man. Outside of the preseason, it's very bad.
Bro, if that happens, we might as well go ahead and draft another quarterback.
Yeah. If that happens, it better be at the end of the year. Y'all motherfuckers, goddamn. Y'all gotta be 16 and 0 or something.
it could
blow out the way he sit at your starters, but you should not.
Yeah, like bro, that's it, bro. I was about to say, like, bro, like Anthony Richardson, you need to play, man. I got faith in you, dog. Like you gotta win this quarterback conversation. Right. I know he would working with Josh Allen this offseason, so I'm just like, all right. But pick his brain as much as you can, man. Because Josh Allen just won the MVP. He'll be getting to the AFC Championship game over the last couple of years, battling out with Patrick Mahomes. So you know he got the experience. So it's just like Josh Allen and Anthony Richardson, y'all basically the same size and stuff like that. I was like, bro, y'all can play just like each other.
And I feel like their first season. Yeah, the first season were comparable too. It wasn't the best. Josh Allen's first season wasn't the best, so he knows how to face that type of adversity and try to figure out how to take over a franchise that kind of need him, whose roster is kind of solid. Because you guys' roster is solid, man. With an Anthony Richardson that's completing 60% of his passes, can we get that passing yards per game up to 200 a game? Bro, I feel like you guys will be playoff contenders with that alone.
Yeah, bro, and like I think. It's just like I know Anthony Richardson is a hard worker. I'm just like, but dog, like really put in the work this week, though. I mean, this off season, like a quarterback should. Kind of the thing that people been hearing about, like you're not a professional just yet, but at the same time, it's just like I've also heard good things about you being a hard worker and stuff like that. Ever since the benching. Ever since you came back from being benched, I heard things like really good things about you growing and stuff like that. So it's just like, all right, man, let's put in the work, let's do this shit, let's beat out Daniel Jones.
Yep. And which I think he can do easily. He should be able to do easily.
Yeah,
should be able to.
the hardest thing is I need you to play full 17 games, like you
You
said.
got to be available, big dog. You have to be
17.
available, bro. You
I need
have to
all
be
17 games.
all 17, bro.
All 17 though.
All 17. And if he can play all 17 games this year,
Quit turning
blindly
the ball
looking
up.
at you guys schedule, yeah. 10, 11 wins. Can you? 10
Yeah,
wins?
man.
9,
Yeah.
10 wins? Because
You
I
get
think,
Jonathan Taylor
the
coming back
coach, I
too.
think you guys would
Yeah.
accept. I know it would suck if you guys only won 9 games. But
And
I think if he played all 17 and it was a hard fought 9 wins, that's something you can almost hang your hat on, man, because it's his first full season. Like straight up,
bro, if we get to the playoffs and get bounced out the first round,
right?
And Anthony Richardson play full season, I'll be cool with that.
That's something you can hang your hat on. You be like, okay, we here, we cooking. I can deal with it. Like I said, even if you guys get on the cuffs of making the playoffs, because who knows what he can do in the second year of starting. Like we said, we only just discussing this first year of starting the whole season.
Yeah,
even if he I think a lot of Colts fans will be like, you know what, I can rock with that. I can't rock with that record, but I can rock with.
But at the same time, we was on the cusp of getting in the playoffs with Gardner Minshew as a quarterback.
Right. But Gardner Minshew had already, that was his like 5th, 6th year playing in the league as well. That, I mean, really having that on-field experience really says a lot. I mean, we're going to talk about him later, but look at Bryce. Look at Bryce. We see Andy Dalton come in the next game and throw for over 300-something yards with that exact same offense he couldn't even throw for over 170 with. I think it's that on-field experience, man. And I felt like he's had enough time to sit from the sideline and watch. I really thought he had enough time sitting when he got that shoulder injury in his first year. So I wish he had played the first. I know you do too, but I wish he played the first full season this year.
Yeah.
But if he can do that this year, I think that's something to build on, bro. I straight up do, man. If he can play a full season, it's not bad, and we not getting it to the point where we get into over double-digit turnovers through the air. I think y'all can figure that out from there, bro. Yeah, he's young as hell, bro.
Yeah, if you quit turning the ball over, I mean, both fumbling and throwing interceptions. I mean, I know he got 12 interceptions, but I know he fumbled a few times this year. So, yeah, man, I think he could definitely win this quarterback competition. Hopefully he does, because I think our offense is a little bit more complicated when he's in the lineup.
It's a lot more dynamic, yeah, man. Because I mean, you got Jonathan Taylor, and you got him firing on all cylinders, and then you got his powerful arm, man. Like I said, man, that's a lot. You got the burners, you got the possession receivers. You guys are a well-rounded offense. I just think you need to build that continuity.
Yeah, like there's so many options that we could throw at you with Anthony Richardson is in the game.
And Shane Steichen is a solid play caller. I just think continuity, bro. Having too many seats in at that quarterback position throughout the season can really mess shit up.
I mean, that's why Ryan Kelly left, man. I mean, you're just a revolving door quarterbacks. He got tired of it. I mean, I can't even blame him for it, but it's just like
I gave a blame. He's not even mad at that man. He's not even mad at that man.
bro, he keep every year he deals with another quarterback, bro. So
bro, he did his part, bro.
Yeah,
did his part, man.
He just like, all right, man. He moved on to the Minnesota Vikings.
Surprise quit never asked about it, man. Surprise quit, man. I was like, bro, man.
Shit, y'all need to pay
quarterbacks.
Him.
Yeah, they.
Y'all need to let him go. Quit y'all need to make him the highest paid offensive lineman. Get his ass to stay. Like, bro, like
that's why Richardson need to go ahead and get shit together quick. And Nelson ain't no spring chicken, dog. So Richardson need to go and get that shit together quick.
Man, look, we already let Ryan Kelly walk out the door.
Yep.
Did
Will Fries leave too?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Will Fries left as well.
Yeah.
So man, and y'all known for having a strong offensive line, like straight up. That's part of you guys' identity. Is I mean, at least for the past decade.
Yeah,
plus, man. Having a strong.
That's how you think Jonathan Taylor been rolling. I mean, Jonathan Taylor nice. Yep. Offensive lineman been rolling
even before him. That's how Marlon Mack was rolling.
Marlon Mack was getting
because
it,
the
dog.
offensive line
Yes.
stay strong.
You
So it's
don't
like yo,
know
Anthony
Marlon
Richardson.
Mack out there.
Hey man, they don't know Mac attack.
Y'all know about Mack attack out there. Got them Marlon Mack. How
Marlon
bad
Mack.
he tore it.
Marlon Mack
I
was
believe.
solid, man. Marlon
Well,
Mack was solid.
I believe he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, was he? Yeah.
I
Was
think
he?
he tore
What's
his
that?
Achilles. What is
Once
it?
that
His
start
ACL.
happening to him and Malik Hooker.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it
But
was just
Malik
like
Hooker, like, he went to Dallas. He balled out for a little while.
yeah, he did. He did play a few solid years over there, man. But I think if
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson can take advantage of this offensive line or the identity of that offensive line,
Mm-hmm. No,
stop it.
man. Look, I know he got a strong arm. If he gets accuracy up, let's do it. But I ain't gonna lie. I think our identity as an offense and running that damn ball out.
Run the ball. And guess
Run the
what,
ball.
bro? I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm Anthony Richardson, I try to tush push. Y'all got the base for it. Y'all got
Yeah.
the base for it. I'm like, hey, we could do it every now and then. You got the
Yeah.
quarterback for it. Got the running back
Quick.
beside him for it to push it. And you got the
Man,
line.
look.
I'm like, shit.
Man, look, some of those plays that we be trying to get a little too cute with that never work. They should be happening since
I'm
Frank
running with
Wright.
something with a 98% success rate. That damn
Bro, like, bro, I be sitting there like, bro, like ever since Frank Wright, some of those play calling, you trying to get a little too cute on third down and whatnot. Shane Steichen been trying to do that shit too, man. On that 2-point conversion,
man.
Jonathan Taylor drive. I'm like, man, look here, y'all, run the goddamn ball.
Just run the ball, bro. Run the ball, man. Run the ball, man. But before we end this conversation, man, I think Anthony Richardson can win this quarterback competition. I think it's going to serve his purpose. I think it's to light a fire up on him because I do not feel like you guys are believing in Daniel Jones to take over the reins of quarterback for you guys' franchise. I really don't see that. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Anthony Richardson definitely win this quarterback competition. I don't think Daniel Jones is going to make it easy for him, but I think it's going to be like. Hopefully, it's not close, but it may be close. I don't know.
I think it'd be interesting, but I think
Anthony
Richardson will be named day one starter. But it'll be interesting. I think it's going because Daniel Jones, he's mediocre, bro. He's really mediocre. That was surrounded by a bad offense, and I think he could scare a guy, especially a young guy. Especially with the mindset he probably gonna come in there with that redemption shit. He could scare Anthony Richardson and make him wake up. So it's interesting to see, man. You guys I want to see you guys' training camp footage and stuff.
Go keep an eye on this one. Go keep an eye on this one. Go ahead and move on, man. We're going to see where's Aaron Rodgers.
Let's talk about the OG
landing spots, man. We just talk about their landing spots, man. Where you think? So man, look at Aaron Rodgers first, man.
So let's go, Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna talk about the old cats. We just talked about the young dudes. We're gonna talk about the old cats now. So with Aaron Rodgers, man, I got 3 landing spots, and I went through each division, and most of these divisions are pretty much you got an answer at quarterback at least right now. Okay. So or in position to get a quarterback early in the draft. So I think it's gonna be hard. His best bet is going with a team knowing that they're probably gonna take a quarterback in the draft. You know you don't got much longer left in you. So and I'm talking to Aaron Rodgers, so you might as well go ahead and go to a team that maybe you can get that first year starter, which all you got left in you is 1 year anyway. So I got places like Cleveland. For real. Yeah. I mean, we seen what happened in New York last year. I mean, look, bro, I wasn't really I know the stats at the end of the season wasn't horrible, but what I seen, I was just like, it was okay. Yeah. We expected more. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be a playoff team, but I got Cleveland. I think maybe they could sign him and still draft a quarterback to sit behind. Because like we know, we've seen that every situation doesn't call for the quarterback, a young quarterback to start right away. So I think that'll be a decent situation for him to go into. He's used to playing in cold weather. I think the AFC going to be a little challenging, but I think he can do something over it. I think he can win more games than he won with New York. The next team I got is New Orleans. Pretty much the same situation. They've been talking about Shedeur Sanders sliding. New Orleans Saints would be a fool to let Shedeur Sanders slide past him. They really would at 9. They'd be a fool.
A damn fool.
A damn fool. So, and that's another situation that, you know, they may not want to start him right off the rip. You get Aaron Rodgers, see what he got.
Got Chris Olave out there.
Got Chris Olave out there. Still got Alvin Kamara. So,
still
got Rashid Tashid whenever he come back, the speed guy out there. Then the last but not least, I got the Minnesota Vikings. Same reason. Maybe you can go out there and get a few games, make training camp interesting. But they got JJ McCarthy. And I don't know if you know, but last preseason he actually looked consistent and smooth before he got injured. That season ended injury last year. So
MCL, if I'm not mistaken.
He tore it. So, and I like JJ McCarthy. I like coming out of Michigan. I like what he did in the preseason. So I know the preseason you can't hold a lot of weight to that, but he looked decent. But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, man, you probably try to go to Cleveland or New Orleans, and hopefully you can get a good year over a rookie, and don't Kirk Cousins that thing and mess it up at the end of the year and lose your damn job.
Man.
Like
you talk about Kirk Cousins, but Sam Darnold did that shit.
What?
Like Sam Darnold just like kind of like he was rolling good, and then at the end of the season fell off a cliff.
It was in the playoffs, but he did well the whole season actually.
Yeah,
but
he was balling.
They got overwhelmed, bro. They got boy.
Yeah,
man. Hey, boy, you can't. You know, hey, after you blitz him so much, he starts saying he see ghosts and all that type of stuff, man. So you knew what it was, but he played a good season. But
yeah, he did. I mean, he got his
played
deal
better than Aaron Rodgers. He did,
most definitely.
He played better than Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he played better than Russ, but he played. Yeah, he did. He played better than Russ too. So I mean, they say he got his deal in Seattle, but that's what I'm thinking about with Aaron Rodgers. What about you, dog?
For Aaron Rodgers, man, I've been saying. I did not think about Cleveland, man. That might be a good spot for him.
I mean, his best bet, bro.
That might be a good spot for him. Jerry Judy out there in Cleveland too. Yeah.
I think he still is. Yeah, or is he? He still is. Yeah. But I was thinking Vegas, but I mean, before they were talking Vegas, but Vegas just had Geno. They're not about to do that.
Yeah.
If anything, they would get a young guy.
True. I thought about. I seen one report saying that the Steelers wanted Aaron Rodgers, but I ain't gonna lie.
I'll go back with Russ before that.
Yeah,
he already know the system and all. I'm not about to do that shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to Aaron Rodgers if I was the Steelers.
But for Aaron Rodgers, you might as well come back straight up.
Yeah, man, come on back
straight up.
Yeah, but I
wait, hold on, pause right there. Well, Aaron Rodgers go there, that'll finally put him in position to get him a quarterback, because you know he ain't gonna win that many damn games where they got defense. But you know he ain't.
Yeah, but
and again, that's risking getting Buddy fired. You know, they've been calling for his head the past few years, unrightfully with Mike Tomlin. But I don't know, maybe if you get it, because you're gonna need somebody to get y'all, because y'all need a top 10 pick.
Yeah, bro, but that's the problem.
They need a top 10 pick.
Bro, they need a trade up there for it. Whatever they got, man, they need to make a trade up there for it.
They got to, bro. They got to be the shocking team that trade up to pick, maybe pick number 4 is up for grabs with the Patriots. Yeah. Maybe they feel like they can trade back and still get the guy they want. But they got to start trading up, man, with the Steelers. They got to, bro. I don't see it.
Get back on Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't know, man. I think he may be in the Giants. He may go to the Giants.
Okay. And the Giants may be in the market to draft a quarterback as well. But wherever he go, he's not going to be there for long. Like,
nah, bro.
You just got to ball out your last year. You just got to ball out.
Now, if he go to the Vikings, it'd be kind of crazy because
I'm not doing that to JJ if I was Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true. But
you got to see what you got. That'll be 2 years down the train.
It'd just be kind of crazy because I believe Brett Favre went to the Packers, then he went to the Jets, and then he went to the Minnesota Vikings. So if Aaron Rodgers do that, I'm like, bro, like you got mad.
That man.
Yeah, I mean, because Brett Favre got mad when they drafted Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers got mad when they drafted Jordan Poole. And then Jordan Love. My bad. Y'all Jordan Love.
Cool.
Bro, man, I get these names mixed up all the time.
Yeah.
But they drafted Jordan Love.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, bro, you gonna go down
But
the
both
same
was
path?
great moves though. And that's what I like about the
Yeah.
not to cut you off, but that's what I like about the Packers. They know when to go ahead and draft the guy. That's why I wasn't mad when the Falcons did what they did. Look at them now. I said that shit last year. I was like, I like the move. I like that they got Kirk Cousins and they went and got drafted Michael Penix Jr. when they had the top 10 pick. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. That's it. Y'all feel like y'all torn between the two. You get a vet to come in. Granted, you overpaid that vet. I ain't agree with that. But
most definitely.
Yeah,
just to cut his ass. Yeah, just to cut him.
Nah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got Fields made it interested with him and what's name, but neither here nor there. But I love when teams understand that, hey, we may have to draft a young guy to sit behind this old vet sooner than later. Wait until he's out the door and then doing it. So
yeah, man, I think Aaron Rodgers gonna go to either Vikings or the Jets, man. I mean, Vikings or the Giants. My bad.
Vikings or the Giants. Yeah, that's what I think it may boil down to. I'd rather him go to not Vikings and the Giants, but I think it's gonna be the Giants or the Browns.
Cleveland.
Giants or the Browns. Yeah, I'd rather him not. I just want to see. I want to see what JJ McCarthy do. I'd be intrigued by seeing first year quarterbacks come in and see what they're capable of, man. Because you never know what you're gonna get. You see what we got in Jaden Daniels. See what we got in CJ Stroud in his first year. You know, we get these historic first year runs, and it's intriguing, man. But
and then Jaden Daniels just got another weapon with Debo Samuel, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see.
It's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting. Him and Terry McLaurin out there. It's gonna be interesting, bro.
Most definitely. I mean, for Russell Wilson, I'm gonna go with
Pittsburgh. I'm going Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh.
That's where he needs to be.
He might as well go ahead and stay with him. I mean,
unfinished business. He started when he came back in. It was a little questionable because Justin Fields was winning games, but the stats wasn't there. Nobody thought he was the reason they were winning those games. So Russell Wilson came in, spread the field, opened up that offense a little bit, and then it started to fall off a little bit towards the end of the season. But I think he got some unfinished business there in Pittsburgh. So
they did lose Najee Harris, 1,000-yard running back.
Yeah. I'm not huge on him, but he's a 1,000-yard rusher though.
So he's just like
I think back, real.
Yeah, I think he kind of needed a fresh new start as well.
Yeah, he definitely needed one.
But I mean, he got DK Metcalf
and George Pickens is still out there. Yeah, maybe they can draft another back.
Yeah, both of them need to work on their attitude out there on the field. You know.
Yeah, DK a little better than George, but they both got these.
Both their antics. They be on some wild shit.
They be on some little wild shit. So hopefully they can figure that out.
Yeah, man. But you know how Mike Tomlin is with them wide receiver room, bro. They just do everything out there.
It's weird, like because he seems like he runs a tight ship, but when with the receivers, it's weird, right?
Yeah, like they're the only group that don't.
They just go to the beat of their own damn drum. I don't know. It's weird over there, man.
Yeah, they just do fucking whatever.
They do whatever, bro.
Whatever. Like they don't got like the days of Hines Ward doing what Hines Ward was doing out there in the field. Those days long gone. I ain't gonna lie. Hines Ward though. One thing about him, he'll blindside the block out. He'll blindside.
You will. He clean you up real quick.
Quick, dog.
Hines Ward clean you up real quick, bro.
You gotta watch out for him, like straight up, bro.
Hines Ward. But man, like
those days are over in the damn Pittsburgh receiver.
They gotta tighten that shit with that area over there, that room.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about young players and young quarterbacks, man, we gotta talk about who's the number one quarterback in this draft, bro. That's what we gotta do.
Okay, more, man.
Who your QB1, man?
Let's see, man. I'm gonna pull up Shador stats real quick.
Man.
So Shador stats. I mean, just based off last season, man, he had 4,134 passing yards,
Mm-hmm.
37 touchdowns,
Mm-hmm.
10 interceptions, 75.5 completion rating. Shit, that better than Daniel Jones and goddamn Anthony
Bro,
Richardson.
y'all not about to do that, bro. I don't know why you even. I don't know why you even.
Bro, I ain't say nothing, bro.
But yeah, but
All
you
I
you
said,
you look down that
all I
road
said,
for a reason. I'm
all
like,
I said,
oh,
all I said was that those stats were better than what they stats was. That's all I'm saying.
okay.
That's all I'm saying.
He about to be more of a nightmare than he is a problem solver for y'all. So might as well get used to that. Because he going to the AFC. He going to the AFC.
What team in the AFC?
I think he go to the Browns. I think he go to the Browns.
You
Because
going to the
I
Browns?
personally think he's gonna go 1-2. I think he's gonna go 1-2.
Who had the first pick?
Titans.
Damn. If it's the Titans, damn. I can't deal with neither one of these two motherfuckers.
Y'all gonna have a loaded, and that's when Anthony Richardson definitely going to get on his shit, because that's gonna be a stat goddamn division right there. We still got to figure out what Trevor Lawrence is doing.
Yeah, but I mean, to pick one, man,
that's rough, man. That's really rough, man.
It really is rough. What can Ward stats look like from last year?
Man, so Cam Ward, man, played 13 games, 92.9 PFF grade, over 4,300 yards, 67 completion percentage, 39 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Both of them have a relatively low turnover rate, but man, Cam Ward was special. The way he could push that ball downfield with the power in that arm and mixed with his accuracy. And now he can move and spin out of tackles and break tackles. He's stocky, dude. Man, bro, he's and he has the experience, bro. One of the things that Anthony Richardson didn't have coming out, he has the experience. He played some football, man, and he's a smart football player.
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders definitely had the experience as well.
Hell yeah, that's another one, man. I mean, played all 4 years. We watched him 2 years at Jackson State. Then we watched him 2 years at Colorado. Consistency.
So who will you draft right now if you guys didn't have Bryce Young? I mean, honestly, I would draft either one of them, but if I had to pick, man, that's a good question. I mean, man, I don't know who's fucking choose.
It's really rough. It's really, I don't think either team is gonna go wrong with picking either one of these guys. I'm gonna give it a very slight. When I mean a very slight, just because I gotta choose slight edge to Cam Ward, very slight. But I almost want to go Shedeur Sanders, man. I really almost want to go Shedeur Sanders, but I love that they both can push that ball downfield. Shedeur Sanders has a little bit more touch, but the way that ball flies out of Cam Ward's hand, that ball flies out of his hand. And he can dial it back a little bit. But man, yeah, I think I would go Cam Ward 1, and then I got Shedeur Sanders 1A. That's what I'm gonna do.
Think I agree with you.
Man,
I think I probably would take Shedeur. I think he's a tad bit more accurate, a tad bit. But other than that, like they literally, like you said, just 1A. Like 1A.
Yeah, 1 and 1A. Yeah, it's rough, man. And I think I think the Titans and the Cleveland Browns should seize the moment and not really pass on this, man. I don't think how much better can it get? How high do you want to be? This is as high as it gets right here, dude.
Yeah.
Picking 1 and 2, bro. I mean, damn, do you want to be in this position again the next few years? I mean, you can go skill player, you can go Abdul Carter, you can go Travis Hunter, man, but I don't think that's gonna really solve your problems. You start by solving your problems. If you got a deficiency in your quarterback position, that's where you start, bro. That's where you start, man.
You got to.
You have to, bro.
I mean, I don't want to deal with either one of them, but it looked like that I have to. But yeah, but I mean, I feel like you said, it's gonna be 1A, 1-2 back-to-back picks.
I do.
And yeah, I feel like I might have to deal with either Shador or Cam Ward the past in the next few years, man. So yeah, I feel like both of them gonna beat out Will Levis. I mean, hands down. That's just how I feel about it. I mean,
Yeah, bro, but dog, this is tough, man. This is really tough. They should go 1-2, but it's not going to go like that. I think the media is gone. I think whoever said that narrative about him is working, and I honestly feel like that narrative about Shedeur Sanders, about him being arrogant and brash, I think that was put out there so he could slide, bro. We see it time and time again, bro. Like
that's every fucking quarterback, bro.
Yeah, man, you gotta be.
Yeah, bro.
It's really most. You get the onesies and twosies that's not really arrogant or whatever. You really do, but you gotta be at least a little bit.
Oh yeah,
you know, you gotta be at least a little arrogant to play that position, to really lead and be like, nah, I'm the shit out here. Y'all can't stop me. You gotta have a little bit. Excuse me, you gotta have a little bit of that in you.
I mean, because when you think about Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, they all had that shit, bro.
Yeah, they all have it, bro. They all have it.
Jalen Hurts, like, bro, they all got it, bro. So,
but man, let's go ahead and get to this last topic, man. Can the Carolina Panthers get Bryce Young more weapons? And the answer to that is yes, bro. I think they still can. I don't think that's a very complicated thing to do, and I'll tell you why. Because your room is not trash. The room needs improvement. But I think Jalen Coker and Xavier Legette, one of them will emerge and get close to that 1,000-yard mark. I think one of them can be the floor, a wide receiver too. And we see what those guys are getting paid. We just seen what happened with T. Higgins. So I think the floor for one of those guys can be at least a wide receiver too. I don't know who it's going to be, but one of those guys got to step up. But I still like some of the free agents that's out there. Granted, it's a lot of older guys, but maybe that's what we need. I know we need speed, but I think you can still attack that and get that in the draft. But you still got guys like Amari Cooper. He's still out there. Stephon Diggs, I know he's coming off his ACL injury. He's still out there. Keenan Allen, another older guy, he's still out there. I'm not even going to say Deontay Johnson because I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't get that, bro. That's weird. And he has talent, bro. You seen how we was force feeding him when Anthony Dalton got in the chair and it was starting quarterback chair and actually was force feeding Deontay Johnson. Go back and look at those games, bro. And I was having those 100 yards games, bro.
Yeah, he was balling, but then I guess he just wanted out.
You just wanted out. I get we were trash, but I get that. But then you go to Baltimore and it's like you don't even sniff the field.
Yeah, then you go to Texas. You did the same thing.
You go to the Texas and then they said that contract it couldn't be eligible until the next season because how late it was. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like you really could have balled out with the Panthers, a horrible team this year, and
it built your
resume. Got a contract. Yeah. You would have been signed by now, bro.
Yeah, you the most definitely would have, bro.
You would have been signed by now. But yeah, man, there's still likable guys that's here. I'm not looking at guys like Tyler Lockett. You know how we feel. He don't even get hit no more.
Man, Tyler Lockett, bro, he different, bro. He been doing that shit for years, man. He be like,
at least the past years, man.
Yeah, bro. He was like, bro, I'm gonna catch this shit. It fall right on down. But hey, man, if you guys get the receiver from Arizona,
oh man, if we get Tedero McMillan, dog, if we can get him, dog, that's goal one right there for me.
Do you think that's your number one receiver?
He could be. He could be. I would love to see what Xavier Legette can do because he still was our first round pick last year.
Yeah.
So I would love to see if he can make that net because his first year wasn't bad. It just wasn't. He had the dropsies. But we seen receivers overcome that because he was getting open.
Yeah. I mean, what game was it where Bryce threw that shit, put that bitch on the dime, and everybody thought he caught it?
The Philly game. The Philly game.
Oh, yeah, the Philly game.
That was the Philly game.
Oh, bro, that shit was crazy.
He turned around talking about some. Like, bro, you know,
catch that shit.
But the first angle, because you couldn't see, all you seen was his back and his body. He just the ball going, you don't see it bounce out. But then they turned to the other angle, that shit just went right through. I'm like, dog.
Bro, you know who the receiver that is like the master of doing that Devontae Smith.
Oh,
If Devontae Smith drop a ball, he giving a signal like, "Hey, y'all, hurry the fuck up." He going right up there.
Yo, we gotta roll. We gotta keep it rolling because I know I did not catch that shit.
Yeah, bro, he'll do that shit so damn fast. I'm like,
For real.
yeah, I wonder if anybody else going to do that, start doing that. But Devontae Smith, like that would if Xavier Legette did that, that would be counted as a catch on that particular play.
Yeah, but it was bro. I think how long it would have took, bro, because that was a deep pass, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That was deep pass. He'd have had them up hauling ass. He'd be like, yo,
bro, Devontae Smith did that shit a few times last year. Like, but now I know he did it at least once. I know he did at least once.
Yeah,
year, bro.
Most definitely, bro. Hell yeah. But the answer, man, I think he can definitely get more. I think they definitely can continue to get weapons around Bryce Young.
Bro.
Before the free agency hit and we made a few moves, decent moves on the defensive side of the ball, I think we still need to keep building. I thought we was going to do an all defensive draft, which is rightfully so, but I think that freed up room to grab Teteroy McMillan and still go defense. To go defense.
I got a question. I know you got Chuba Hubbard. The other running back came out Oklahoma State. I mean, excuse me. Was it Oklahoma State?
Yeah, you talking about Ali Gore?
Yeah.
Ali Gore, man, the shifty guy, man. Hey, man, you can probably snag him in the later rounds, bro. You can definitely snag him in the later rounds.
Yeah,
but you could. But we signed Rico Dowdle, the starting running back, the 1,000-yard running back from Dallas.
It is true. Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a decent tandem. That's a slept-on move. Like, but he had 1,000 yards last year. You pairing with Chuba Hubbard. Granted, they both probably not going to pop off for 1,000. Could happen. You seen what happened in Detroit, but that's going to be a solid backfield that you can lean on. The run can open up for the play action pass. Very simple.
Y'all ran
it last year.
Y'all definitely ran the ball well last year with Chuba Hubbard.
Run, open up the play action pass. It was very simple what David Nelson was trying to do.
Yeah, so I think that would be a good tandem, like for you guys. I mean, because that definitely added another weapon to the offense.
Hell yeah! Now you get a deep threat. You get Teteroy McMillan to 6'4", bro. Man, what? Smooth catch radius out of this world, man. Stop, man. Hey,
bro. Yeah, y'all could definitely build more, get more weapons for Bryce Young, man. It might be. I hope y'all do get that Teteroy McMillan.
I hope so.
I
hope, bro.
Him and Xavier Legette, I think that would be a good little tandem. Now you get
the finesse over the top receiver, then you get the physical big body receiver, will still kind of go over the top, but a little bit more physical than Xavier Legette, man. That's a good matchup right there, man.
Get a receiver to replace Adam Thielen. You know this is last year.
Yeah, this is last year. Yeah. Hopefully Jalen Coke can step up. He's not a slot, but we'll see what happens.
I think you guys probably get one, maybe two more weapons for Bryce Young.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. That's all I got for you, dog.
That's it.
All right, y'all. We went over Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones quarterback competition that's coming up this off season. Hopefully, my dog Anthony Richardson win. We talk about Aaron Rodgers and Russ Wilson landing spots. Aaron Rodgers may be going, according to Eric, maybe going to the Cleveland Browns. I say maybe going to the New York Giants. Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward. Eric with Cam Ward. I went with Shedeur Sanders. And we both think that the Carolina Panthers could get maybe one, maybe two more weapons for Bryce Young for the 2025-26 season. So that's all we got for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe to GoldView. We'll catch y'all next week. Holla at us.
Peace.